this demonstration, we will be taking a closer look at the return process. In our example, our customer has ordered some wrong items and would like to see them replaced with the new ones. Since it was their fault, we will also be charging them a restock fee. All of these different return-related tasks can all be entered on the return order. So let's take a closer look at all of the different steps we can perform. First, we will open up a sales return order by clicking New. Our customer will be customer 10,000, so we can enter the customer number or name. And we will also be filling in the external document number with R1 for return 1. Moving on to the lines, we can easily fill in the different items ourselves since we know which items the customer will be returning. However, there is a more interesting function that we can find under Prepare to have the document lines filled in more automatically. It's called the Get Posted Document Lines to Reverse. It will give you a good overview of all of the different items that the customer has already received from some posted documents. So just going through this overview is very easy, but also when using this function, we will be having an exact cost reversing. So we will not be able also to return more than he has originally bought. In our example, he has accidentally ordered some Rome guest chairs. So just by clicking it and clicking OK, you will see that the return order lines are automatically filled up. You get some additional information with 2 comment lines referring to the original invoice number and the original shipment number. Why we are entering this sales return order can be filled in the return reason code with, in this case, wrong ordered items. It can be useful for some statistical analytical information afterwards. Now, this is only the first task, but we can also enter the second task, which would be the replacement of with the correct items. Although we will of course not be shipping from a sales return order, we can still fill in the second line with the replacements. In this case, customer has asked for the Paris guest chairs and not the Rome guest chairs. We will be filling here then a negative quantity since it's not a return but a shipment. And we will fill in -4. The third return task would be that we will be charging the customer with some restock fees. This can be used as item charges, and we will be using here the restock sales charge. As a quantity, we will be filling in 1 and we will be charging him with 25 local currency, which is also of course to be paid by the customer, so we will fill in a negative amount. With all of these different tasks lined out, the next step would be, of course, to process this sales return order. Like we already said, we cannot be shipping any items from the return order, so they should be moved to a sales order. In order to do so, there is another function that will do this for you under the Prepare, and it's called Move Negative Lines. Very important is that a negative line, negative means a negative quantity. So that is why I did fill in a negative amount on the item charge, because I would like to remain this on the sales return order. So move negative lines to a sales order and just click OK. We can immediately open up this new sales order, so we can immediately ship and invoice the customer for the new items. There you go. So notice that all of the information is taken from the sales order with the customer name, but also the external document number. Even the comment lines from the return order are copied to the sales order. So the only thing left to do is to ship or invoice the customer through the post action. We will not be taking a look at the posted invoice, but we will return to the sales order. In order to completely handle this return order, the only thing we need to do is have the item charge assignment put in order through line, item charge assignment, and we will be assigning it to the wrong item with the quantity to assign put to 1. This leaves our return order complete in order to receive when the customer is resending the items. So we can do that through home, post, and receive. So these are all the different steps for a complete return process.